I have a fuel hose attached.
Right, good evening. Good evening, sorry mate. 737 flight, we've got Andy in the party today as
I
well.
will apologise. I am trying to refuel an aircraft. And it's not going so well.
Are you struggling?
Always, Dave, you know me.
Oh mate,
Oh,
you'll be proud of me. I got my beluga today.
no, I'm not proud of you. That was my idea.
Oh, cost me 300 million.
Yeah, the fuel truck came and he put his fuel in the aircraft, and I've still got 3% fuel.
Did you get any fuel?
No, he gave me nothing.
Oh, brilliant! Told you. Yeah, they're not that nice.
I'm gonna have to abort. That's really not fair.
Bless you. Right, so 737 flight. Let's go and find out where my 737 is. That is the main thing. Now, one thing I'm looking forward to is the PMDG. Andy, you'll have to buy the PMDG.
I'm going to have to buy the what? Sorry.
The PMDG when it comes out. Oh, so it's already out, but it didn't. Yeah, it had issues. I think. ESSA. We're going to go to ESSA. ESSA. Right. How's work today, mate? I saw your tractor covered in tiger stripes.
Yes, there was tigering all over the place. Yeah, it was alright. It was good. One snag, one fix.
Get on.
Chop.
Happy. Oh,
Yeah,
we have new missions added. Let's have a look. No, it tricked me.
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go here. I'm going to close Flight Sim.
Yeah, I've just done a review on the Miltech Solutions MV22 Osprey. Rubbish.
Now, is it a rubbish sim airplane or is it a rubbish airplane?
It's rubbish in the sim. The airplane itself, you know, I like Ospreys.
It's rubbish. It's not a helicopter. It's not an airplane. You need a completely different license to fly it. What a waste of time.
Okay, so passenger airport, transport airline. We're going to do a 737 flight. We're going to do the real world procedures through Ryanair's flight operations manual as well. Let's just make sure that we've got 737 here.
What I might do, Dave, is I might just... can you share your screen, mate, and I'll hop on and watch you?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. Unless you know, do you want to log into YouTube and watch it?
No,
or John?
I don't want to
I'm
watch
thinking
it
more
with
for
delay.
bandwidth. I'm thinking more of bandwidth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. I'll come YouTube and find you.
Get on, boy.
But then I can't.
It's your channel as well. You can, but you just have to mute yourself. Okay, we'll do this one here. We'll do a 45-minute flight. We'll let you get up and get back down.
Right, give me a second. Let me see if I can YouTube. What time is it anyway? No, I can't YouTube.
No,
I have no power to the tablet.
No. No one followed me over.
Oh,
which is
all
fine,
those people.
I know.
Yeah. Well, bin it off then and we can have a chat.
I'm still going to stream.
Okay.
It's still good. Right. Let's load up.
Yeah, so... Oh, I can't charge that either. Because I'm busy charging my helmet for tomorrow's ride.
Where you going? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeovil.
I told you, yeah.
You got a course?
Dunker.
Dunker, yuck.
Everybody loves Dunker. I did find something quite disappointing.
Go on.
The guy at Land's End Airport that was doing the microlight lessons.
Yeah.
So they had issues with the hangers over the winter,
Yeah.
and they said they were fixing both the hangers,
Yep.
the one that he was in and another one, but they needed access to his hangar so they could fix the other one first. So they then fixed that hangar and then turned around and told him that they weren't fixing the other one and that he's got 2 weeks to get out.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so he's now moved up to near Yeovil.
That's why the gliding club's been in tatters.
Yeah, yeah. So
That is
so
a
that
shame.
that idea's out. So it's Perranporth, I think.
That'll be alright. I know someone's selling a paraglider if you want one. It's my barber. I
No.
went to see him today and he keeps trying to give me
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
The only good thing about that is that when you do come down really really hard and kill yourself, parts of it won't stick into you.
Nice.
Because there's nothing there. It's a nothing thing.
Fair one. Very fair. Right,
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing this, mate. If I do start annoying you, because obviously I talk whilst I do this,
Mate, it's fine. I'll let
then
you
let me
do
know.
it. I'll chat. We'll have a chat later about the little idea that I had earlier.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a quality option.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so you do your thing, and yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Right on, boy.
Post Yeovil. Have a good one, mate.
Get on. I'll see you in a bit.
See you later, mate.
Get back. Right. I'll come out of the party. View party details. How do I leave?
I don't know. Won't let me leave either.
I'll see you soon, mate. Okay.
See you later, mate.
Take it easy. Bye, Andy.
Right on.
Okay, good evening, and yeah, we're going to do this 737 flight. So we are heading from Arlanda, and we're heading just up the coast to, I can't remember what it's called now, Vassar. So short flight, as you can see here, 45 minutes. Do a SID, do a star, a little bit of a cruise in the middle. Probably won't even get up to flight level 150. I think actually we'll probably set that as 230 is quite relevant. We'll go up to let's go to 190, and we'll send that to HCA and avionics. Perfect. We'll have a look at the SID and stars in just a second, but for now we'll carry out the relevant checks. The surface and shocks have been checked, maintenance status checked. Battery switch is on, obviously. Electric hydraulic pumps are currently off. Landing gear lever is down. Ship's library has been checked. Ground power, we'll turn it on just for a second until we get the APU. And why am I losing my bearings? Here we are. Ground power to on. Okay, overheat and APU fire detection tests. Fault in op test. There we go. Fire and overheat. There we go. Fire extinguishers checked and checked. Okay, perfect. APU start and on buses. Let's get that started. And we'll fuel pump. Oh, we've got nothing in the centre tank today. I'll start that. And whilst that starts, we do have obviously ground power on, so we'll carry on doing what we need to do. Emergency exit lights set to on with guard closed. Cabin attendant call chime, let's check that, make sure we're happy. There we go. Flap lever, flaps confirm up and up, yep. Takeoff configuration warning check. There we go. Checked and sounding. Supposed to be a test switch and all that sort of stuff now. Fire master wire, the master warnings, you can't do any of those. PA system, supposed to check that. What is going on there? What's going on my stick? Cool. Okay, gear pins have been removed, probe covers have been removed. Manual extension for the gear is closed. And emergency equipment, fire extinguisher, axe, etc. has been checked. Circuit breakers are closed. Flight first officer's escape strap has been checked. Voice recorder switch is on. What we'll do, no it's not, it's an auto, but we'll put that to on. Flight recorder, let's ensure test and guard. Test, light goes off. Normal, light comes on. There we go. Mach airspeed warning test. And stall speed, obviously this would shake the stick as well. Perfect. Okay, and what can happen now with hydraulic power off? The leading edge flaps may droop. Not drooping at the moment, which is good, but that usually would sort itself out when we get the electric pumps on. Okay, engine panel lights, EEC switches are on, engine control lights are extinguished, and reversers are extinguished. Oxygen panel has been set and checked, and the guard is closed. Crew oxygen, yep, looks fine to me. Again, you'd have a look at the performance dispatch volume 1 for that as well. Surface interphone switch as required. We'll leave that on for now. ILS light is installed and is extinguished. GLS light is extinguished and GPS light is extinguished. IRS mode selectors, we're going to set them to nav. There we go. Okay, we're going to verify that both on DC lights illuminate momentarily, followed by steady illumination of the line lights as they are, and they'll remain illuminated till the IRS enters nav mode. The PSEU light is extinguished. Let's come down a little bit. Is extinguished, and we check that. And let's do a quick check of the leading edge slats. There we go. Perfect. Okay, captain's escape strap is checked. Circuit breakers has been checked. Crash axe stowed and parking brake is set. At this point now, you'd go out and do your exterior walk around. Starting at the basically the air stair door, you turn right, go through the nose, round to the nose undercarriage, round all the engines, round the wings, tail, etc. And then you'd come back. After that, you're going to say hello to the lovely flight attendant. Say, can I have a cup of tea, please? They'll be like, yes, you can. Of course you can. Okay, so you do a light test and sun visors. Oxygen you test, not compatible on this aircraft. Don't know why they didn't do that. It wouldn't have been so hard. EFIS panel. So minimums, we're just going to set to 500 or 250. Let's have a look. Whatever's the easiest. Takes a little bit of a... We'll go 500 because we're pretty much there. And I'm going to go 500 foot rad out on that as well. There we go. Radio. Flight path vectors as desired. Meter switch as desired. Barometric reference set. We'll do that in a second. Actually, it won't hurt us to do that now, to be honest with you. So we'll get the weather 1005. So we'll make sure that's at hectopascals. 1005, so low pressure, quite a bit of low pressure actually. There we go, 1005. VOR and ADF switches are set to enable conventional navigation of the SID. Mode selectors map, which it is. Center switch as desired, range, traffic and map. And we ensure that terrain and airport is selected. Terrain and airport. There we go. Clock is set. Nose wheel steering switch is normal. Let's come back up here. We'll get rid of that for a minute. Yeah, nose wheel steering switch is normal. It's usually checked by the captain as well. Display mode panel. Main panel display units is normal, and lower display is normal as well. Okay. Takeoff config light is extinguished. Cabin altitude light extinguished. Light controls is desired. Audio panel set. We're just going to leave it as it is. And my seats adjusted. Rudder pedals adjusted. And we look at the FMC and CDU, and we're going to set our current position. And we might as well go through this now and do what we need to do. Execute that position. We are currently at, what is the airport called? We're at ESSA. Again, the PMDG, I'm sure will let you put the gate and everything on here as well. This one doesn't. ESSA. Perfect. Routing. ESA to EFSA, runway 26, perfect. Performance, okay, 0 fuel weight. There, reserves, we're going to go reserve of 5. Cost index, we're going to try and get there as fast as we can, so let's go 450. Cruise altitude, we're flying at flight level 190 today. Transition altitude, let's have a look and see what that is. ESA. Departures, we're departing via runway 26, wasn't it? Was it 26? And transition altitude here is 5,000. So 5,000 as well. We'll switch transition altitude to there. M1 limit, we're going to do a normal 28k. Climb, takeoff, we're going to set flaps of 5. Center of gravity there. V speeds 136, so I'm going to set the V2 for V2 plus 15 at 151. Let's get the passengers boarded as well.
Our land ground, Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec.
I'm going to set the heading of 260. Go that way.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861.
See if we can see them coming in.
Is going to be connected.
Usually you can see them walking in over there. Let's have a quick look at the SID. Okay, so minimum is 600 feet. And what one are we doing? Let's have a quick look. We're doing the resin 4 kilo departure, which is let's have a look. Resin 4 kilo, so straight out, right hand turn up to S862 and 420. There's no altitude restrictions there at all. There is that one, which is here at 600 feet. Obviously you're going to be at 600 feet. Aerodrome elevation at the moment is 138. That makes sense on my altitude as well, because I've got 140 there, as you can see. On my bar out. Non-ISO certified aircraft. Non-GPS. Okay, cool. No turn below 630. Yeah, cool. Ideal. Perfect. Okay, we'll get some baggage.
Boarding closed, Captain.
Our land ground, Boeing Sierra.
Okay,
Alpha
happy with
Quebec
that.
861.
We're going to set that now.
Please send the baggage.
Perfect.
Boeing Sierra Alpha
And we're going to
Quebec
do a quick check of the
861
legs actually.
on the way.
So primarily, I wouldn't program in my star now. However, because we know we're going to be on that star, we'll get rid of the discontinuities now. Usually you'd wait till you're in flight. That's how short our flight is today. Only a couple of waypoints. And you can see we're only at flight level 190 for a very, very short period of time. About 150 miles. Okay, so perfect. Right, next bits. Let's go to flight control panel. Up here. Okay, guards are closed. Standby hides, low pressure. Alternate flaps, fuel damper to on. We should have the APU now, so we can turn the APU on. There's the APU coming online. Power off, and because we've got the power on, let's go for position lights to on. There we go. Your damper is on. Your damper light has extinguished. There's no low quantity light and low pressure light. Standby rudder light is extinguished. Alternate flaps guard is closed and is set to off. Verify fill differential pressure, speed trim fail, Mach trim fail, and auto slap fail. Captions are extinguished. Navigation panel, VHF is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal. Display panels, as we come down, auto and normal. Okay, fuel, we have currently got 7,000 kilograms exactly for this flight, which is plenty. We've currently got cross feed, verify the operation, There we go. Cross feed works. Cross flows. Valve open light is extinguished. Engines valve closed are dim. Spar valve closed, dim. Filter bypass extinguished. Okay, they're not on. Fuel quantity, we just said 7,000. Fuel pump switches will turn on. There we go, perfect. And low pressure lights have extinguished. Okay. Okay, cab util and IFV to. Where are we? I've just lost myself. Here, sorry. Cab util and IFV passenger seats to on. Drive lights are currently illuminated. Okay, electrical system standby power is set to auto. Generator drive is disconnected with guards. With drive showing. Bus transfer is auto with guards closed. Circuit breaker panel, panel light controls as desired. Equipment cooling switches to normal. Okay, fasten seatbelt sign now on. Windshield wiper selectors are on park. Window heat switches to on. Okay, they need to be on 10 minutes before takeoff. We'll put them on now because it won't be that long till we go. Overheat light are extinguished and on lights are illuminated. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Hydraulic pump switches now electrical to on. And there we go. Because they're electrical driven pumps, that's why the low pressure light's gone out. Obviously the engine ones are engine driven pumps. That's why they are currently off. Okay, brake pressure 2,800. MFD system is push. System A and B pressure 2,800. Quality, pressurization indicators, happy with all that sort of stuff. Air conditioning, okay, PAX auto bleeds on. PAX to auto, bleeds to on. We're going to dual bleed. Air temperature is normal. Trim air is on. Just come back down here. Give me a second. Yeah, trim air is on. Ram doors full open is illuminated. No, it's not. Ignore that. That's the YA573. Recirc fans to auto. Isolation valve switch to open. Engine bleed switches are on. APU as required. It's on unless external air is used for start. Pressurization system has been set. Exterior light switches. So at the moment we're flying at day. We only need 0. And we'll get our land altitude now. Save it in the cruise. We're landing runway 16. If I go to runways, it's 20 foot. So we'll leave that at 0. Okay, here's our L and R. Engine are where am I? Engine start switches are currently off. Okay, mode control panel. Flight director switches to on.
The catering truck is on the road.
Courses, we'll set these to runway heading for a minute. And we'll get clearance.
Orlando ground, Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree ready to copy IFR clearance to Vasa.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree is cleared to Vasa Airport via the
Roger.
RSS kilo departure, runway
26.
26. Climb via SID, maintain flight level 190. Departure frequency is 130 decimal tree, squawk 57 tree.
57 tree. Yeah, perfect. Climb via SID. We're just going to climb straight up to 19,000.
By the RSN 4 kilo departure, runway 26. Climb via SID, maintain flight level 190. Departure frequency is 130 decimal tree.
Perfect.
Squawk 57 tree.
Okay, flight director switches are on. I'm just going to do it on my side. Auto throttle is off. runway heading is 260, bank limit is 25 degrees. Attitude, SID clearance altitude usually, if you haven't received that, you'd go SID clearance plus 100 feet. Autopilot is disengaged. Flight instruments has been checked. We've done that already. And just verify V speeds are in. Yeah, there we go. V1's 119. Standby instruments, again, one thing people always forget to do is to set them. So we're at 1005 here. Best way to get that is to go to inches, 2968. Come back down here, 2968. We're at 130 foot, as we know. There we go, perfect, 2968. Okay, standby horizon has been set. Okay, engine display panel. N1 set as auto. Speed reference, we've set that. Fuel flow and rate. That's that. Reset, set to rate. Auto brake is set to rejected takeoff. Cool, happy with that. Engine instruments, we've checked those. Speed rate lever down and detent. Yep, good. Reverse thrust levers are fully down. Forward thrust levers are closed. Start levers are cut off. Parking brake has been set. Stabilizer trim cutout switches are normal with the guards. And then obviously supposed to test them at the moment. It's not got these that in here now. We can do the fire test again. Make sure we're happy. Before we start, there we go. Perfect. Going to do the wheel well in a minute as well. Extinguishers tested. Radio and tuning panels have been tested as well. VHF navigation radios, yeah, cool. ADF floodlight and panel lights as desired. We'll do the wheel well, fire and cargo. Sorry, not wheel well, cargo. Perfect. Weather radar, happy. And transponder, we're set. And we're on standby. Let me just check. Yeah, standby at the moment. Perfect. All trims are set. Oxygen, we've set. We can't even do anything with the oxygen. EFIS panel, we've already set all of that up. Clock, we've set. Takeoff config light is extinguished. Flight instruments, ground proximity check. You can't check that on this aircraft. Okay, perfect. Right, rudder pedals we've adjusted. Okay, final pre-flights. Okay. Index. Performance page. Let's get the weight. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Cool. So you do your checks usually here with all the weights. Okay, right. We are just about ready to go. So pre-departure briefing usually take place using the Ribets procedure. And you're looking at stuff like language difficulties, interruptions, distractions, completion of rivets as well. That stands for route check, instrument cross check, takeoff briefing, initial emergency briefing, taxi routing and SID briefing. Okay, at this point you go through stuff like your flight, you look at your SID, your route, your stars, etc. and you confirm all that, and you do a full cross check of the time, the altimeter, MFRAs, flight director, etc. Okay, cool. So let's go to the taxi. Give me a second.
Continue taxi.
Okay, right. Okay, we'll go through the takeoff briefing now anyway. Okay, so it's going to be a left-hand seat takeoff, runway 26, flaps at 5, noise abatement procedure 1. Use full thrusts, bleeds are currently on, anti-ice is off, no adverse weather to affect us, and no adverse runway conditions. We're going to engage the autopilot at about 5,000 feet, so I'll fly up to about 5,000, then we'll put them on. So in case of emergency above 80 knots, I'll only reject takeoff for the following reasons: fire or fire warning, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if the airplane is unsafe or unable to fly. Before V1, if I call stop, I'll simultaneously close the thrust levers and disengage the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking, or verify operation of the rejected takeoff auto brakes. I'll manually raise the speed brake lever and apply maximum reverse thrust and stop the aircraft, and then I'll set the auto brake. And the first officer at the same time should alert whether the speed brakes are up or not up, thrust reverse is normal or abnormal, call the speeds down from 100 to 80 to 60 and the runway distances, and then also select flaps at 40. We'll identify the failure and carry out any drills as appropriate, and if we decide to evacuate the aircraft, we'll read and do the evacuation checklist if time permits. I'll also pull the CVR circuit breaker. Perfect. Right. If a call before V1, if the call before V1 is keep going, there'll be no actions below 400 foot AGL, except to cancel any warnings and raise the landing gear with positive rate of climb. Above 400 foot AGL, verify head and select and complete the memory items. At MFRA, the bug up and retract flaps on schedule. Flaps up, no lights, we'll select level change, confirm the MCT, engage the autopilot and claim to the MSA. Cool. Perfect. Right, we are ready to go. Cool. Ideal. Let me just get parking brakes released. There we go.
Our ground, Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree, requesting pushback.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree, pushback request accepted.
Okay, whilst I do that, final checks before we taxi. Once we get in. Okay, flight deck door. We're going to close that and set it to auto. Flight deck window and cockpit door is locked. Doors are closed. Performance weight and balance, we've already done that. Phones are off. EFB is stowed. Passengers are now seated. Okay, safety inspection and before start checklist down to the line. Seatbelts and shoulder harnesses are fastened. Flight interphone contact with ground crew has been established. And these slides armed and cross-checked. Transponder is set at the moment to alt off, which is good. Anti-collision lights, air conditioning packs to off. Off. Anti-collision light to on. And parking brake, once we can, will be set.
Pushback is complete.
Okay, parking brake to on. We're cleared to start number 2. Okay, starting engine number 2. N2. N2's rising. Hydraulics rising. Oil pressure will rise in a sec, hopefully. Oil temperature will hopefully rise in a sec as well. FR's looking good. Switch to idle. There we go. Oil temperature's rising. N2's rising, N1's increasing, EGT's increasing.
Buff Express 904, hold position. Caution the Airbus A220 on the taxiway.
Cup of tea that the flight attendant brought me in, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Buff Express 904, continue taxi.
Okay, start valve still open. Perfect, good start. Okay. Okay, monitor number 2. Okay, start in number 1. N2 is rising. N1 is rising. Oil temperature, just seen that rise. Hydraulics increasing. Vibration will also increase. There we go. Okay, fuel flow's good. All EGT indications are good as well. Start valve's open. And I expect that to turn off when my lever goes back, so we'll make sure that works at the same time. Good start, sounds good. Low pressure's gone. Start valve and conch switch, engine start switch have gone as well, which is good. Okay, both engines are stable. We'll get the engine generators on and cut the APU on and on. And we'll cut the APU. Goodbye, my dear. Okay, before taxi checklist, generators 1 and 2 are on. APU switch is off. Start switches to continuous. Pro-repeat switches to on. Wing anti-ice and engine anti-ice not required. Packs to auto. APU bleed to off. Isolation valve to auto. Okay, flaps. Flaps 5 required. Five set. Green light. Okay, stabilizer trim. Now this is something I never trust in here. It's always wrong. So 3.50 here. We'll come down here. Set this to 3.50, which doesn't add up. So I've got 3.50 there. But if you look here, it tells you it's 3.1. Doesn't add up. It looks like 3.5 to me. Okay, engine start levers are idle D10. Oh, wrong way. Idle D10. Flight controls. Okay, I'm just going to unplug my controller, which was charging, and put my HOTAS on. So we can do this bit. There we go. Where are we to? Here we go. Okay, turn that on. There we go. Right, this is good. Just going to check see if I had any comments. I haven't seen any come through, so I've not even been looking. Let's have a quick look. Nope, seen nothing, which is fine. People just watching, which is absolutely okay. Okay, flight controls check. So fully forward, there we go, fully aft, left, right, rudder left, rudder right, and then around in a circle. Perfect, we're looking good. So we move the control wheel and the control column to fully travel in both directions. Verify freedom of movement and that the controls return to the center. Okay, recall checked. Okay, before taxi checklist is complete. Clear right, clear left. Let's get some permission to taxi, shall we?
Our land ground, Boeing Sierra Alpha, Quebec 861 tree with Alpha. Ready to taxi, IFR.
Boeing Sierra Alpha, Quebec 861 tree.
Break.
Taxi to and hold short of runway 26 via taxiway. Contact tower on 125.1.
Okay, be out here and turn right. There we go.
Taxi to and hold short runway 26.
Verify where we're going. Just down the bottom there. Let's say. Get rid of those. Don't need those. Let's welcome our passengers.
Our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays
Maximum
are in
speed of
full
25 knots here
upright
for the
position.
taxi.
If you're seated near an emergency
Where are
exit,
they?
carefully read the
Where are they?
special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is a non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our
Okay.
attendants. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors, where we'll be demonstrating our safety procedures.
Okay, here we
Thank you.
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct
For
your
some reason
attention to
my
the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration.
nose wheel steering isn't
There are
working as well as it
designated
could.
emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the
Just took me
exit
that
closest to
long
you.
to do that
Should the
there,
cabin
that turn.
experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you're traveling with children, put on your own mask properly on before helping your children. In case of
Okay, at this point,
emergency, after you hear the
we'll talk
brace,
about aircraft
brace
configuration,
message,
the aircraft
tuck your chin
variant being
onto your
flown,
chest,
ATC clearance,
bend forward.
monitor taxi
Place your head
progress,
against
manoeuvre the
the
aircraft
seat
to the
in
holding
front,
point,
with your
and
arms
progress with
wrapped
the
around your
ATC
head.
clearance.
Ensure your feet
And
are
then
flat on
we'd
the
get cabin
floor.
secure
A
from
life jacket
the
is
cabin
located
staff.
under your seat. If necessary, take the vest and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord.
Okay, config
Only when
checked.
leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill it, blow into the oral inflating system. A whistle and light are
Come down
here
this one
to
here.
attract attention.
Yes, maximum ground speed in a straight line is 30 knots, 15 knots on the apron and 10 knots around corners. A little bit faster than 10 knots. Oh, we are at exactly 10. And can use a little bit of reverse thrust, but only on slippery surfaces here, really. Obviously, first officer is going to let me know if I exceed it, and we won't cut any corners. Okay, one thing I didn't do, because I'm an idiot, was put my taxi lights on and turn off lights. There we go, let's bring them down. As we taxi down. So again, I'm going to fly this manually all the way up to probably about 5,000–6,000 feet, and then we'll transfer it over to the autopilot. Now it is quite a up, out, and right turn for this one. Okay, so and the next bit is the bit that we don't rush. Okay, before taxi checklist to the line. Okay, verify the engine temperature has increased and the warm-up procedure has occurred. The engine's been running for 2 minutes, and we're going to have a quick look at config 1. I'm going to quickly go to N7, 70. There we are. Perfect. No config warning, and we'll bring that back now. So basically, we'll run that up to 70 and 2. Verify no config warning, then bring it straight back down. Flaps 5 set, green light. Stabilizer trim 3.5 units set. Takeoff briefing, we've carried that out. Packs are on auto, bleeds are on 1 and 2, and we've quickly verified V1 and V2 and VR, they're in there. Perfect. Let's just quickly, I can't remember my rotation speed. 121. Perfect. Just going to slow down a little bit. There we go. Don't want to go too fast because the first officer will shout at me. Who have I got today? Jeanette. I'm going to call you Jeanette. I didn't ask your name when we got in, sorry. Let's slow down. Bring that down. Yeah, okay, so our initial turn is to the north is a right turn, and minimum altitude for the turn is 600 feet. Okay, cabin secured. Let them know. Okay, before takeoff, checklist to the line. And before takeoff checklist is now complete to the line. Oh, this is going to be our hold short point here. Okay, brake on a minute. Okay. Okay, let's request permission for departure.
Arlanda Tower, Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree at runway 26.
Because I haven't got a first officer, I'm going to get myself lined up, then I'll do the first officer checks.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree, QNH 1005. Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Okay, clear for takeoff runway 26, we've got that. Okay, clear right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Clear on the approach.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec
Clear left.
861 tree.
Get another check on the approach, we're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for takeoff. Please
Yeah,
ensure your
good.
seatbelt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you.
Come around here, quite a big circle. And again, because I haven't got a first officer doing this for me, do it myself. This is good. Good turn. Get ourselves lined up. You can see that right turn straight away. Again, I can't manoeuvre below 600 feet really, but it wants me to get straight up and out. So it'll be quite a high performance takeoff here. Try and get out, and then we'll put that 25-degree angle of bank in to get over. Okay, here we go. So park and brake on while we get set up. Okay, takeoff checklist to carry out. So we're going to select weather on my... I can't even see that, I'm going blind. See that, I'm getting tired. Weather to here. We'll put the landing fixed retractable lights to on. There we go. Taxi light to off. Okay, cabin crew seats for departure. We'll select stripes to on. Auto throttle to arm. Again, the first officer will be doing this as you're lining up. LNAV selected to on. Confirm terrain selected on here. There we go, terrain. And transponder to TARA and on auto or on. Perfect, right. Before takeoff checklist carried out. MCP is set, transponder TARA, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on. And we can go, right. Let's go. Okay, set it up to 40%. Okay, stabilized. Just get that there. Toga. It doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. Let's get up again. Come on, do it. There we go, now it's done it. That would help. Okay, we put the lever down to 80 knots, there we go. Okay, we'll rotate, a bit wavy here. Let's get that, that's a bit of a wind. There we go. They called that late. Okay, positive rate. Get up. There we go. Bit bouncy. Cool, 600 feet.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree contact.
I did press
Stockholm
it, it's obviously not
departure on
responded.
130
Great, there
decimal
we
tree
go.
tree.
And we'll
Good
go
day.
over.
Going to 1 tree, 0 decimal tree tree. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree.
Yeah, there you go. I pressed the wrong button for the gear. Instead of pressing the gear up, I pressed park and brake on, which is a bit dodge. Okay, 3,000 feet, looking good. Again, we're going to go up to flight level 190. Okay, flaps. Leave flaps 1 for a minute. Just get that trim. I've let go just so I can get the trim. There we go. Okay, flaps up. Engage LNAV. Engage VNAV. And there we go. Okay, bugs up. We've set VNAV. After takeoff checklist then. We're more than V2 plus 15. We've done all that. We've done all that. Okay, air conditioning pressure, it's fine. Oh, too much. That's because I was trying to move. That's the problem with having the view tied into your controller. And then you do the reverse L technique now as well. So engine start switches are continuous. Landing gear is up. Auto brakes at 0. And flaps now at 0. Okay, we've passed the transition altitude. Barrier pressure to be set to standard. And again, remembering our standby one there. Okay, passing flight level 80 for 190. And again, something just to bear in mind, you shouldn't be using the vertical speed option here. There's parameters where you can use that. If we did need to climb now to flight level 190. Oh, she does made in. We're literally at 250 knots. 251 knots at just under, or we are at 10,000 now. But yeah, to climb or descend, level change. Level change, observe the change, and then VNAV again. Okay, so once we get up to cruise, we'll start setting up for our arrival. So threats associated with cruise are navigation errors, loss of comms, jet upset, overspeed, underspeed, air turbulence, thunderstorms, and basically being low aroused, not having much to do. Okay, altimeters are now standard. said that I've already done that, and I've done that at 5,000. Okay, 10 checks. Fuel. Fuel is balanced. Crossfeed is off. Lights, position lights are as required. APU is off. Air conditioner and pressure checked. Passenger seat belts, we can turn those off for a minute. Set them to auto. Recalls checked. And we can monitor 121.5 as well on V2. 121.5, that's the guard frequency monitor. I'll monitor that as well. Okay. Another thing to be wary of is if you go past flight level 300, you have to set 10 degrees angle of bank. Okay, and you'd carry out the reverse L scan. So basically, you're looking at temperature selectors, so cabin altitude and differential, bleed air impacts, pneumatic duct pressure, and temperature selectors here. Okay. This is the boring bit, the cruise, or nearly there anyway. No reason for the center tanks to be on, no reason to crossfeed at this time. Oh man, my legs. Okay, and what we're going to be looking at, there you go, there's the tone. What we're going to be looking at very shortly is that we get all the weather information, terrain, etc. at...
Captain, we just cleared 18,000 feet time to set the altimeter to standard.
We've already done that. Okay, here we go. We are at the cruise. We'll let the passengers know.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Teresa Wyron. Welcome aboard flight SAQ 8613.
Only got a short flight now.
We are currently cruising at an altitude of 19,000 feet and an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 14:33. We anticipate a comfortable flight in spite of some light turbulence. On behalf of all the crew members, we thank you for flying with us today.
Ideal.
So, please sit back.
Okay, so let's have a look at our landing. We can start getting ahead of the game really here. Now we're at cruise, we can get our information from land airfield. So at the moment the weather here is 1001. So what I can do is I'm going to put that in the standby of the first officers. 1001. Switching back to standard. Cool. Ideal. And we can have a look at the star. So star we're coming in on, we've got medium VFR as well, so being aware of that. Visibility is greater than 10 kilometers. Actually, let's read this, shall we? So at on the 6th at 12:20 Zulu. We've got 210 degrees at 14 knots of wind. Visibility is greater than 10 kilometers. Overcast at 1,500. So we are going to have a little bit of cloud as we come in. Temperature and dew point 1815 QNH 1001. That's fine. So just bearing in mind that's runway 210 degrees, and we're landing on 16. So there is a slight crosswind at 14 knots. Let's have a look at our arrival procedure. So we'll be landing on ILS 16, and there is no star. So it's a straight in. Let's have a look here. Straight in and down. Okay, that's fine. We can plumb in. Is there no... There is a star. 16. Let's have a look what we got.
Captain, this is Love. We're ready for in-flight service. Mind if we start?
Yeah, right on. You can do that. Okay, so...
Permission granted. Our in-flight meal today will be gazpacho in eggnog, served warm,
Eggnog?
family style. We hope you enjoy it.
Okay, are we going to any of these points? Subug, Bupek, Atuxi. Atuxi. So let's add the arrival then. Let's add the Atuxi for Delta arrival. There you go. It doesn't add much to our flight plan at all. Change that procedure. And we'll plumb that in to here. Arrival, runway 16, Atuxi 4 Delta. There we go. Execute that. Now it will change our legs. It should do anyway. It hasn't. Oh, there you go. Exuti, cool. So our next one's Exuti in 146 miles. And what we can do here is if we zoom out, we can see how far we've got to our top of descent. There we go, 105 miles. So it won't take us long to get there and clear that. And we've got a 50 knot tailwind as well, which helps, as you can see there, look. Ground speed of 427, so it's going to take us a quarter of an hour to get there. Alright. Just going to chill for a minute. What I'm going to do. I'm going to mute my mic just very quickly so I can have some of this cookie that has just been brought to me. Excuse me. Okay, back with you. So what we'll do, we'll just wait. It's about another 8-9 minutes until we start our descent. Then we'll do the 10 checks and continue or carry on with the descent checklist. At the moment, we can monitor stuff like fuel, so we can check for any fuel imbalance. At the moment, no imbalance there. 40 kilograms. That's nothing. We've currently got our anti-skid. We'll set that to off, although we can actually set that ready for which is level 2 for when we get on the ground. Check everything else down here. Looks good. We can program in our ILS for runway 16. So if we go to, oh, why am I moving? Quick look. No, cool. So if we go to EPFA arrivals, if we do the approach for ILS 16, I can't remember which one we're doing now. Let's have a look. Oh, got a sore leg. Got a sore leg. Let me just bring it up. Where was I looking? I think it's a Z. Let's just verify. ILS Z, yeah. So ILS Z 16. For anyone that's not seen one of these charts before, really good charts. So this tells us that we need to be at 0 for above altitude 2,300, maximum speed 240. And you can see there, maximum speed 240, 2,300 knots, okay? So that's what that's saying to there. You then throw in a 063 degrees turn. Now again, the important thing is we're going to come here and we turn into the approach as opposed to turning on our approach here. If we turn on the approach here, we'll never get it. Okay, so we will turn 063 degrees at 0 plus 10 miles to the right. Okay, and then you'll see here Osgid. I mean, I don't really want to be doing 240 knots at Osgid, considering that we're only 5.3 miles out. So we'll set that at 180. There you go. You can see it's just reduced my speed up here as well. And then just verify that 180 there. We'll bring that down obviously more with the flaps. And Osgid, it says there 1,700. Just going to quickly check my progress. There we go. 80 miles till top of descent. Cool. Ideal. And then our holding pattern at top go if we want it. So that's our entry. 1353 degrees, left hand turn to 333 degrees. Altitude 2,300 knots at a maximum speed of 230. Sorry, altitude 2,300 feet, maximum speed 230 knots. Other things to be aware of: GNSS, global navigation system required for initial, intermediate, and yeah, okay. Tower frequencies, cool, ideal, happy. Yeah. Ideal. Okay, looking at this, then that's our descent approach. Basic graph. 3-degree angle of bank, or angle of attack. Sorry, God, some of my terminology is really poor today. With our minimum heights, and then the minimum decision altitude there. Cool. Happy. Ideal. So confirm the frequencies. So transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. We knew that anyway. 108.50. So let's verify that over here. 108.50 with a final heading of 153 degrees. So to get that here, 108.50. Come down here. 10850. Turn. Test. Okay, and again the course. 153, second cross check. Bit too much. Almost at the good bit. 70 miles to land. Sorry, 70 miles to the top of descent. 153 and cross. 153. Cool. Not too long now until we've got our descent into our destination tonight. I'll bring that in now. And what we usually do is we'll get established on the localizer, get established on the glide slope, and then we'll take over. Create your head in the back. Go see our passengers and say hello. Oh, brilliant! No one's here. Obviously, I haven't got the graphics set up for it. Empty plane. Cool. Yeah, I think I've got the passengers because we're having issues with the graphics at the start. I've probably got passengers as a no-no. Okay, 60 miles till the top of descent. Just waiting for air traffic control, hopefully to clear us before we start descending. That would be nice. Okay. Ideal. Actually, let's have a look at our taxi chart, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to try and come off taxiway Bravo. Shorter way to taxi, so it means we can speed up down here. So taxiway Bravo will come off. Cool, that's not too bad. Windsock's down the bottom. We've got windsock up here as well. No. Cool. Let's have a quick read. Not flown in here before. Noise rate procedures. Avoid overflying Vanska City below 2000. Okay. LVPs, don't have to worry about that. We've got plenty of... Yeah. Okay. Navigator restrictions outside. Okay, fine. Speed maximum 250 knots, below flight level 100. In the airspace class D and G. Yeah, perfect. We knew that anyway. Cool. Okay, we are happy. Whereabouts are we? So not far from the top of descent. 42 miles. I'm going to speed us up a little bit. Let's go for 335, shall we? Get some speed, there we go. Hopefully, no, it doesn't want to do it. Fine. That's probably because of my cost index. Nearly there. 30 miles. Okay, so no Tams, for brief, we've just had a look at that. Train's looking fine, coming out over the sea, and we've already had a look at the arrival procedure. Event of a go around is going to climb to 2,500 feet, stay below 250 knots, go runway heading, and we'll just do a right hand circuit of the airfield. Okay, 20 miles to go. Everything's looking swell. It's only 20 feet, the arrival airport. Everything's looking fine. Okay, fasten seatbelts on. Do it now. 20 miles. Okay, quickly tune into their ATIS. Uh, 136450. Once we've got going through the descent, let's have a go. Okay, going to bring this down now to range 20. There we go. 15 miles. ATC haven't cleared us to it yet. I just remember my altitudes here. I've got them saved in the FMC actually. Legs 7,000. Cool. And then for here, let's select 30 now. There, and I want a wind speed correction of 7 knots. Half the wind's 14. Okay, 8 miles. That's fine. Confirm 151. No. 143. 133. Okay, 5 miles to run. Down to 7,000. And what you'll see some new signs come up here in just a second for our descent profile. As we come into it. See the engine's backing off in a second as well as we slow down. Okay, 1 mile. There we go. And we're descending. There we go. Descent confirmed. There we go. We're on the path there. Select VNav. VNav will take us down. That'll keep us on that vertical path there. and you can see we've got that dial there. It'll keep us on that. You can see it's increasing the descent now to catch up with it. And this one here. Okay, descent checklist. Just going to monitor that speed just for a moment. We are speeding up a little bit.
Under 18,000 feet, so don't forget to switch the altimeter to local.
Yeah, we'll do that in just a second. Okay, descent checklist. Okay, angle of bank currently now 25 degrees, 25 degrees set. And the seatbelt signs are on. Okay, we'll set our altimeters now once we've got the ATIS. Let's have a look and a listen. Doesn't want to work. Let's try it. Or do I set it on VHF 1? No, it doesn't want to do it on there, so we'll do it on here. Okay, I'm shaking a little bit. What's going on here? Speed, air brakes. There we are. Drags required. There we go. Bring that down, shall we? There we go. We'll cut this down now to 250, shall we? There we are. Actually, we'll go 240. There we are. Descent's fine. Do we need drag? Yes, we do. Still want to get that ATIS. Okay, passing flight level 106 for flight level 70. Okay, that'll do for that. Let's get that ATIS, then we'll carry out 10 checks.
Vasa Airport Information Foxtrot 2200 Zulu.
Yeah,
Wind
happy.
210 at 15. Visibility 6.
1400 overcast.
1400 overcast. Temperature 19er.
1001. Okay, perfect. Let's put some drag in. Okay, going to switch now to local. 1001. Going to set here. That's 1001. Oh, just dropped my controller. Brilliant. Which is why my engines have just stopped. Let's go for throttle back, shall we? There we go. Okay, happy with that. Okay, 10 checks. Passing flight level 80 for altitude 5,000 now. I should bring this down to 2,300. The ATC still haven't given us our descent instructions. Okay, fuel. Balanced and checked. Lights are on. Angle of bank is 25 degrees. Fasten seatbelt sign is on. Air conditioning packs and pressures fine. Recalls checked. PA 10 minutes to land. We can deselect VHF 2 now. Already have. Cool. Okay, CQNH 1001, which we have got set. Descending now, altitude 6,000. Sorry, flight level 065 for altitude 2,500. And standby altimeter now set. Just about. What is that in inches of mercury, please? 29057. I don't know why these aren't aligned. 29057 set. Let's get some drag. Okay, frequency set, distance rings set, idents set, standby instruments have been set, and courses are set. That's approach checklist. And drag off, there we go. Okay, slowing down. There we go. As you turn on to final, drag required. Okay, flap 1 speed. Cool, ideal. We are landing at 133 knots today. Okay, flaps 1 set. We're still high. There you go, we're coming in now. Okay, approach select. VOR select. And approach select. Flaps 2. Flaps 2 check. Flaps 5. Okay, localizer alive and glider captured. Flaps 10. No visual at the moment. Air brakes off. Once I've got runway, I will take control. Flaps 20, gear down. Can't see the runway at the moment. Unless I'm being blind. Okay. Flaps 20. I'm going to set our speed now 131. Okay, manual control. Still can't see the runway, but I'm going to go for it. Let's get that trimmed. Flaps 30. Still can't see that runway. Still can't see the runway. Okay, that's getting away from us. Let's go for approach on here. There we go. Got it.
4,000.
I've gone past it where I was looking down. It's fine. We can get in there. That was a stupid thing for me to do then, to do me air brakes. There you go, we're good. Might have to go around actually, because that was a stupid thing to do then. You literally look down for 1 second and you lose it. We're alright.
Approaching minimums.
Okay, continue.
500 minimums.
Continue.
$400.
Feel that crosswind.
300.
Might have to go around here.
200.
A little bit low. Okay, gonna get that yaw in now. Kick it around.
100.
That's fine.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Flat.
10.
Get that crosswind out of the way. Oh, it's dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge. But we're down. That was dodgy. But no one died. Reverse thrust. Actually, don't worry about reverse thrust. We want to go down the bottom, don't we? Okay, speed brakes back. Yeah, stupid thing for me to do then was to look at my speed brakes. Do you know what's weird is that I've not had anything from the air traffic control. Look at that. It's still saying that EFVA. Like we're at EFVA and it's asking me to skip to descent. We are at EFVA, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're where we need to be. Which is really, really weird. Why hasn't it done that? Oh, right. Now, it's not registered at all that I've landed. Watch what happens now. If I skip the descent, watch what it's going to do. Ha!
Flaps over speed.
Brilliant. Fine, we'll just do it again, shall we? We'll just do it again. I'll tell you what, whilst I get set up, let's do that, let's do that. No, it doesn't want to. Okay, what's going on here? It's not got us set up at all. So we haven't got ILS. My word. But we'll do it again. We have got ILS, it's just not set. 153 it needs to be at. Again, it's one of those things where I'm not looking at the moment where I'm going. Where I should be. Right, we're low and we're high. So we're low and we're slow. So let's get this in. It's weird how it's done that. Got master caution for fuel, but alright. And now it's not letting me contact the tower. Snags galore on this at the moment. Let's try it this way. Again, it's taking my mind away from this. It's not even letting me do that. So, landing attempt number 2. Let's get that in the centre. Let's get the trim sorted. Let's get aligned. Let's get above the dash. There we go. Got the runway. Got the runway. There we go. Still not letting me contact the tower, so that's going to be fine straight away for that. Again, got that crosswind as well. Going right across me at the moment. Let's get down. Got plenty of runway. What does it mean it's not gone so loud? What happened? What do you mean, sorry? What does it mean? So basically the sim glitched and didn't recognise that I'd landed first time, so I'm having to do it again. Which is fine by me, but it's not letting me contact the tower, which is a bit rubbish. So I'll take the charge for that because it won't be happy with it, but never mind. I'm from Dublin. Get on. Okay, we're slightly high. Again, let's get down. I'm from Ireland. Top of the morning to you. Lovely to have you on board. Thank you for joining. This is better. This is better than the first one. Still not letting me. Oh god, bit of an updraft. It's either that or I'm just. My control's a bit sensitive. There you go. We're alright. We're alright. Bit high. We've got a long runway. I'm floating there. Floating, floating, floating. Here we go. We're in. Let's get stabilised. We're okay. We're okay. God, that's a bit more bouncy than the last one. That's fine. Okay, we're over. Why is it speeding me up? It's speeding me up. There we go. Now it's slowing me down. Got plenty of runway, so we're okay. Ignore that. We're okay. We're okay, there we go. Get the reversers. Weird. What is going on here?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching Vasa, where
oh my word.
Is 17:07. Please stay in your seat with your seatbelt fastened.
I don't quite understand this tonight. It's now giving my descent spiel to the passengers.
Please ensure all electronic devices are turned off. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get the flaps up. Okay, and we'll get in off here. So a bit glitchy, I think, to be honest. You didn't register me landing the first time, and then the second time, obviously, had to land. Oh, I had to start again in the air, a little bit high, a little bit to the side. But overall, good, considering we had a 20 knot crosswind, a bit of an updraft as we were coming in as well. So done quite well there, I think. Landed very long though, but then again, it didn't disable my my throttle. And obviously, because our arse isn't over the line there, it's not going to let us talk to air traffic control. Come in here. There we are. Okay, here we go. APU to on. Still moving. Where do you want me to taxi to? There we go.
Vasa ground. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree. Taxi to parking.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree. Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 861 tree.
Okay, we'll get strobes off. We'll get...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have not reached the gate yet. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
We'll come in here. That off. I'll turn. And that is it. That is our flight done for today. Gonna taxi to now. And then shut everything down. The only thing I didn't really do then was a proper landing checklist, but we were all good. Got the flaps down, got the gear down. Okay, strobes are off, transponders are off, flaps are up, trim. We'll set 4 units trim up. Going a bit fast now. APU started, MCP, fist panel, engine start switches are off. Pro peak will set to off. Concentrate on where we're going again. There we are. That's why I need a first officer. Perfect. Okay, and as we come in, we'll come in here. No marshaller, that's a shame. Just make it up, do it ourselves. And that is this evening's 737 flight. There we go. Now we'll stop here. Park brake on. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Get the APU on. APU on. Okay, start levers to cut off. Fasten seatbelt sign off. It's not going to give us time to go through all this. Off. No smoking. 2. Off. Stun slides. Anti-collision lights to off. Cool. That's it. So we landed twice. I definitely got a charge for radio contact and flaps. Oh, just flaps. There we go. That weren't a bad score whatsoever. Considering we've done it twice, that was pretty good. So guys, a few of you still on the stream. If you enjoyed that, or if you're watching on demand, or whatever you want to call it when it's not live, feel free to subscribe. We do these flights pretty much every day. We have got something quite exciting coming soon, where we're going to be doing a around the world tour So around the world in 158 legs in a Cessna 172, me and Andy, which should take us, I think, I can't remember how many hours it is now, but it's like 40,000 miles around the world, visiting all the airports around the world, across every continent, not all airports obviously, but it should be good. So if you haven't already, please do press subscribe, please do leave us a comment and let us know if you enjoyed it. For the meantime, thank you very much for tuning in, particularly those of you that have stayed on the stream for pretty much the whole session, which there has been quite a few of you. I do appreciate it. In the meantime, take care.